Welcome to Hot Takes, where we talk about debatable topics. Today we're going to talk about a really good topic. It's called, do parents have a favorite child? Put 7 minutes on the clock. What do you guys think?
No.
Okay,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah, why?
Their favorite is the dogs. They're animals.
No.
They don't care about their
No.
kids.
Out.
No.
They don't care about their kids.
No.
No, they don't. They don't. Parents just treat their kids the same. They do.
I don't believe that.
Middle child, perfect example. The middle child is always the one with the least attention. They're always the wild child, not the favorite, either the youngest or the oldest. So at some point there is a favorite child. We always know it's never the middle.
I think the middle does get a lack of attention. I think it's like the oldest is like, okay, you're doing whatever, and then the youngest gets a lot of the other attention because they're like, oh, the baby of the bunch, and they get kind of like the tail end of the attention. And then the middle one's just like that gap where the older one has to take care of the middle one. I only have a sister, so I don't have a middle child in our family, so we don't have that logistic. But I do think that there's a favorite child, and it's me.
I'm saying I would agree with that as well as it's me. You all have seen The Shrine.
Sorry, Alexis.
Yeah, you are definitely the favorite.
Absolutely. So that just proves my point that there is a favorite child.
Ryan's got a wall of
Yeah, but that's a
Statues.
circumstance. Your
Matthew,
parents
you're
just
great.
love
Don't
you.
worry.
Yeah, your brother's the brains. You're just the somewhat athletic individual.
Yeah.
You're an athlete.
This isn't about me, though.
Yeah,
It's about
Ryan,
children all around the world. And,
Ryan, you have the
and
shrine.
one of you are the favorite.
Yes.
You have the shrine, but your brother being the brains, they had no problem in thinking that he was going to graduate college. They were surprised
That's fair.
by you.
They know that he's going to be able to take care of them down the road. Me, not so much. So they're getting all their time with me as the favorite now, knowing that he will be there to take care of them later. Either way, it ends up that there is a favorite.
Now, coming from the perspective of us three, we're all the oldest. Johnny, what about
I'm
your
the
side?
youngest. Brother and sister. I'll say this, to your point. I think parents really figure it out by the time the youngest grows up. So there's definitely points and moments where my brother and sister both believe I'm the favorite. However, I don't think there's a favorite. I really don't agree in that.
It's just the parenting style shifted.
Yeah.
It gets more lax as time goes on. I agree with you.
Oh,
That's
my
my
goodness.
opinion. It's just how they treat it.
But if you're that problem child and problems just continue to mount, you don't think parents are like, fuck, this kid is a pain in the ass.
I think parents
They
just
got to.
loosen up a little bit by the time they get to the youngest child. They're like, all right, I've only can go.
The more they deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, my brother got away with a lot more than I did.
Oh.
But I was seen and painted as the troublemaker. We both turned out fine.
Yeah.
But they
No.
thought that they had to be stricter parents at the beginning. They loosened the reins up a little bit, knew what worked, what didn't work with me, and then applied that to my brother. And I don't think that's favoritism. I think that's actually just being smart, learning over time.
Yeah, I do think parenting style is an aspect of that.
I asked my parents this question like a year ago, and they gave me a very political answer. And it just was, no, there's no favorite. Like, all right, okay. I'll take that for what it is. I don't know.
Just straight up, that was it.
Now-
It was like
That
no
was it.
explanation.
Well, we liked doing things with you related to this, and we got blah, 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 and then my brother and your sister. But there's no guaranteed, favorite child, per se. Now, I could be lying. I don't know.
Let's talk about this. Of the siblings, you all don't get visited equally. You don't see your parents as much. They go to see the favorite, the one they want to see more often.
I think that changes with kids, though. I don't see my parents as often as my brother does and my sister does because they have kids. So my parents are always going to see the grandchildren.
So now they're the favorite.
So
through
now maybe they're the favorite.
grandchildren. You are no longer the favorite.
Or the question is, can the favorite shift? Is
Yeah.
there at one point in time always someone who's favorited more so than the others, and then realistically it just shifts over time depending on the cycle of life?
I could see that. Also, mama's boys, daddy's girls, favorites right there, right off the cuff.
Touche.
Don't say touche. We're on the same team.
I'm giving us credit.
Good.
Look, I
good,
think
good.
we're debating
Battle
the word
that.
favorite, but I think we have to define what we're saying favorite is. I mean, I think the reason why I'm saying no is because the parents love their childs all equally.
Sure,
right?
sure.
There's no favoritism in the love that they show.
Yeah.
Now, some parents just might click better with other kids, right? if you're a dad, are you going to click better with the boy or the girl if you have those two? If you just have two boys, maybe like Ryan in your case, one is more the athlete, one is more the brains. Is the mom going to connect more with either or? You don't know. They try to find things that connect, but I think it's more the personality traits that connect and those kind of things that perceive as favorite. But ultimately, I'm saying no because they love their children equally.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
I agree, of course, because we're on the same.
But
Yeah.
if you
Playing
really
field
look at what is the favorite, what is the definition of favorite? I don't know this off the cuff, but I definitely think it is choosing one thing over another, and I think that it has to do with exactly what you just said. They click or they bond with that one sibling more. That would be considered by definition a favorite.
Preferred before all others of the same kind.
Yeah. So choosing because you click with one, by definition, would be a favorite child.
If your parent's Spider-Man and they've got Mary Jane on the right and the school bus on the left, being the children, you got to pick one. You pick the favorite at that point.
Okay, now you're going into morals and
I'm
philosophy.
just saying
that is for a different
the
podcast.
decision has to be made, and at that decision, at that point in time, the favorite is chosen.
Nah.
I
Still think
It's
they're picking a
debatable.
dog. I'm going to stick to that one.
mean, yeah,
You can only do so much. With
your
a dog.
parents definitely love their dogs.
Oh, my
I've never
goodness.
seen dogs eat so well in my life.
They eat way better than any other human being in that house.
I mean, I
It
love
is
dogs.
absurd.
That's just wrong. But you're probably not alone out there.
Well, now here's some interesting stuff. I actually looked into this a little bit. The Institute for Family Studies. This is a study done in like 2022. 40% of people reported that their parents had a favorite. So 60% was the opposite, saying that they didn't have a favorite. Where it got more interesting is when they started to break it down further. 45% of women said that their parents had a favorite, where men said only 35% that their parents had a favorite. So different viewpoints from that angle. The last thing that I thought was pretty interesting statistic was siblings raised by divorce believe that there was a favorite by 51%. 38% for when you were your parents stayed married.
Interesting. I think you just have to look at the definition of what favorite is. Does someone prefer something over another thing?
Yeah, and treatment,
Count it. Mike hit one.
Yeah. Yeah, we get it. I think we get it.
We get it. It's
We
that
get it.
they're loved the same, but like I want to hang out with the oldest more because they were first. They're more important.
By definition, it is
Well.
preferred.
Just saying.
I think you could flip the
You also have the
script.
baby of the house too,
You can
Ryan.
flip.
Okay, the baby's fine too.
You could literally
But
flip
we're
the
not
script
saying-
though and say like, "Hey, who's the favorite parent?" Right?
Yeah, so there is a favorite. There's probably a
Yeah, but
favorite.
there's not. There's the bias. There's things you resonate with your parents on one thing versus the other.
That's a great point.
You all
Jonathan
had a
Straw.
favorite aunt
Like there's
That's a
bias.
great point.
Like even in this data, like there's a bias to that factor. Like this person is more likely to like their son versus their daughter. Again, until you ask the question and get a straight answer, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you just go back to the simplicity of what is the definition of favorite, and if someone prefers something over another, then that's a win for us. I think you guys should just call it quits.
I think
Whoa,
that's a
whoa,
50-50.
whoa.
That's what I'm saying.
We
Just
might have a
wait.
split here.
No, I think.
I'm
Just
seeing
wait until we're
50%.
parents, and then we'll decide.
Yeah, we'll decide
Yeah.
then.
All right, we'll
That's
decide.
a
then.
good one. Yeah, we can come back on that in a couple of
for
years.
sure. Plenty of time.
See you in
of time.
2025, guys. All right, we're going to call it a 50-50 split on this hot take. We'll see you next time.